Is he gonna lock it in? Do it.
Slow. He's making sure they wanted it. You didn't want to accidentally lock in anything.
Yeah. High was ready with Ryze, though.
Easy.
I think that's why they played this whole little mind game. Ryze is really good against Yasuo in lane. Able to itemize armor as well. So he doesn't have the same vulnerabilities that other mid laners would.
So we'll see what High can do on the Ryze. Wouldn't say forced onto that. His champion pool getting a little deeper here. Probably up to his waist at this point. Has a few more to go after that, but it is a lot of safety for that Kog'Maw, for something Sneaky has been able to wreak havoc on before. High kind of not drastically changing his gameplay, but definitely staying aggressive.
There's the counter.
Oh, wow. Couldn't come back in for the kill. Double buff refresh, going over to Meteos. No, it is stopped. The teleport comes in and is not stopped from Quas.
Gets a knockout.
No way. Double buffs going to Voyboy. He gets the double kill. Not as calculated as he would have liked. Double buffs go away, but that's huge.
He gives a kill back to get one, plus the huge wave is lost by High at the turret right here. Very even for now.
Yeah, could definitely tell us a lot of the story later.
Oh, can he get the knockup?
That flash is down. There's not a lot of crowd control to be had. Oh my gosh, the perseverance in mid lane with 0 crowd control. They still go up with a kill.
It's one thing for High to play aggressive and deny CS, but it's another to not have the backup of your jungler.
Yeah.
There's a lot of danger knowing how well Eve has started this game, but Cop is a little bit weak right now.
That's the level 6. Lemon and Sneaky hit it, but they wait a little long in the Glacial Fissure. They could still get Cop out of this. The box is there. He gets pulled in. Sneaky can only watch Lemon now, but he walks in range for the stand behind me. Oh my god, teleport's coming in on both sides. It's about to be a party, Jack. Dominate's gonna get locked up. They smell blood. They're gonna keep going for balls now. He throws down the ultimate. He can't. He actually doesn't have it. They are pushing Cloud9 off this, and it could spell Dragon. Voyboy with one tap completes it. Will he flash? One last attack. The shield is too big. It's gonna fall soon. He gets the Q. Does he have a triple kill to himself? Balls now, or High rather, coming up huge. One last Q gets himself a double kill. Voyboy went way too deep on this one, and he gives up the 2 kills in the form of gold over to Meteos.
5v5 happened in the bot lane 10 minutes in. Woo. Everybody wanted to join the party, and Curse and Cloud9 both went a little bit crazy. Cloud9 comes out the victor, and the dragon afterwards backfired. And now they still have that late game competition in their back.
Oh no, that's a dead Xpecial coming in. The combination of Living Artillery and Byrocane is such a burst. Usually an AD carry cannot bring at level 6. That's Kog'Maw's damage, and he's showing it right there. Good crowd control and teamwork by LemonNation and Sneaky in the bottom lane to get a winning lane out of that while being pushed in early at the beginning. Seeing Meteos come down as well, he only approaches the situation if he feels very sure about the result, and that's going to be a lockup. Oh my gosh, he walks around it. Does he have the kill? He already used his repel, but he does have his range of Q to get in for the kill, and he was very sure.
Very well played gank there by Meteos, timing his spells just right into kills. They're trying again, but here could be the counter. Whoa. Another whip.
Oh no, just to the left. Xpecial trying to predict the walk of High coming in, but he gets locked up and he doesn't make the move. There's the ultimate onto Voyboy very early, but that utility is going to help him stay alive for a second. Sneaky on the backside, able to quickly shred through. Looks like the HP bars weren't even there for Curse. Meteos now having to form a new formation. As Balls comes in, he's going to take down Xpecial with the Burning Agony on. No! The Summoner heal comes out. A Cathian surprise from Sneaky. True damage takes down Xpecial. Cop coming up, getting excited. He's taken down one of the Spiderlings. And what a chaotic fight that Cloud9 falls to. Nothing. Eats up the choppers. High is still in there. Almost sees it, gets a flash, gets Cop's flash, so that means he needs the lantern, but he goes down instantly. Yes, he got the rocket off, but was it enough for the team to continue the damage? Dominate gets the ultimate. That was in defense this time. We just saw Curse doing everything on the offense. What can they do now to recuperate after they've been initiated? Boy goes one. Can he get another one now? It's going to be on to LemonNation. He gets the next kill. That was a shutdown coming into Meteos. Does he have the gap closed to take down Balls? No, he does not. And he's safe under the turret, but this looks like another turret takedown coming in for Curse. As they get a little more, they take a lot.
Wow, the gold is still even, unbelievably, after all this, but Curse is pushing 3v1. Ball's the only lone survivor. That was honestly Cloud9 reaching a little bit too far, and Voyboy being in just the right position by the end of the fight. They end up taking another turret. Top gonna have to be doing the up front damage. He needs more of that. would have made this work. Voyboy, though, taking on a tank. Oh my god!
Almost on the end, but the speed allows him to get out safely, and we can see what Voyboy now can do by himself. The correct build, that percent damage from the Blade of the Rune King chunking through the HP bar of Balls right now. 11-13 as they may decide to coax out a Baron.
It is so dangerous. They're basically only playing for vision control right here. They're hoping that they can catch Cloud9 in ward control wars.
Oh,
so
no way!
aggressive.
No way! He goes on to Sneaky. He closes that gap immediately, and he puts him up into the air and Dunkster down to the ground. Dunkster, is that even a word? It is now, because Voyboy just did it. 26 minutes in, I cannot believe they got a pick solely on the AD carry out in mid lane.
Hey, Voyboy is using the mobility of Yasuo, and Sneaky is getting caught in some uncompromising positions. The ward is on the Baron right here, no Kog'Maw. But Baron against Ryze is a very scary proposition. I feel like I've seen this game before.
Oh my gosh, deja vu as we're coming in. LemonNation's gonna try to get a Glacial Fissure perfectly in the Baron's end. He does. Xpecial's forced to flash out, and that's high ball. Sneaky is already down from the previous engagement. That is gonna be Quas dropping now. Meteos, they are all over Cloud9. Balls next in the eyes of Curse. They could get it. That's gonna be the zap. That's gonna be the takedown. Xpecial looks for a hook to bring in Balls, but he's still the last one standing to run from the fight.
Meteos focused the Baron there to make sure that it wasn't a total loss for Cloud9. A bit of respect there to the team cover.
Where are they going to take this? Looks like they're going to go top side. Baron's down. Map is objective free. That turret is very low. It's going down no matter what after this engagement. And Balls may be going down too.
Would they
Cuddly incoming, and it may be Cuddly going down. Balls is going to get knocked up. Ouch! They give him a kick right in the name.
Another one right there. They get the kill on the tank, and now they have minions with the 5v4. They did burn a lot of ults, so the dive efficiency here could be questionable. The hook misses as well.
Oh my gosh, the ultimate AoE coming in from Ryze is doing enough damage to probably turn this fight. Where's Sneaky on the outside doing enough shots? Voyboy in for a quick static shiv proc. Good damage over on the LemonNation, but they don't take it. That one shot goes down. Curse, Cop able to pick himself up a kill. It looks like they will reset for another attack.
These teams are playing with fire, Riv, because if they get one reset onto Jinx, it could just be curtains. And they were standing in a group for Ryze AoE, so it could have just went back the other way just as easily.
Looks like they're trying to get everything cleared out now. Baron is live. The Nasher is
teleporting in, actually.
Oh my gosh.
That is a really early teleport. They have a pink ward inside.
They say, let's do it.
But, I mean, how long is it going to last? They already played this game once.
Dominate's got to run around. They're peeling off, but Cop doesn't know he's about to get whacked. Oh, that's actually on the same team. What am I talking about? Lost here. I'm getting so excited I want to fight. Balls on the backside.
Damage on this Baron. It's actually about half health, and they're taking a little bit of poke. I'd say a little bit too much. Xpecial looking a little bit vulnerable here.
Very close. He always leaves himself out. He will go down for the team as long as he can throw that box out.
Oh, man.
But you don't want to be taking that much. Volatile Spider even cutting off a good chunk from both.
Yeah, now they're vulnerable to the Cloud9 Baron. And we know how strong Cloud9 is in proper 5v5s. This is the fight!
Locked in. The Agnes Embrace to come down from Dominate. Cloud9 has to funnel in here. Can they get to Cop? Cop has a free chance to shoot everybody. What an amazing rocket! A 4-member attack. And Cop still on the outside, getting good damage down. Balls is about to be the next one to go down. The flashes are getting out. Great shields, great attacks. Cop does get a reset there. Sneaky is very healthy. One shot can kill a few. Cop, oh my god, one shot can kill a few. That's what he needed. And here it comes. Sneaky's gonna turn it around, and he does.
A quadra kill from Sneaky. What an insane fight. Everyone funneled into the corridor and got hit by pretty much everything. They're just right back at it. Why not? They almost won that last fight. They know that Cloud9 is amazing late game. Go for Baron.
And it's good because nobody's going to come around behind Cop this time. What a fight. 17-23. We're going at it again. Right back to the fight. Bring the batting order back around because it looks time. Curse is going to be going around the bases on this one. Sneaky tries for the same brush, but he's not getting the same result. Cloud9 is running for the hills on this one, and Curse gets what they want.
The Baron and the fight win. They just brute forced their way through the Cloud9 team there. They said they did not care. The Glitter Lances from Quas were spectacular, and because everyone was so clumped, the AoE from Jinx was just spectacular in that time. They now have Baron, 3 people down on Cloud9. They might be looking at the game.
37 minutes on the clock. Curse is going to knock down the first inhibitor, and they're going to make Cloud9 rather look very scared for the rest of this matchup. Cloud9 now going to try to get as much pushing in their lanes as they can. One to focus on the bottom lane. Let's keep the action going.
They do not seem hesitant to go and do things. IWDominate's ultimate will be up pretty fast. Voyboy flying in. There's Quas!
That was a millimeter of a turret to save, and everybody actually left the base for it. Cloud9 making some very risky decisions there.
But Eve is behind them. Here it comes. Where's the follow-up?
Oh my gosh, they almost don't even react right away. They don't even know what's happening. A fly-in and a crush here from Curse. LemonNation goes down, but do they have enough? This is now very chaotic once Cloud9 has figured out what was happening, and it doesn't come so easy. They get two on each side, and Curse is forced out of the base.
They found Dominate. This could be the fight.
Do they focus him though? Dominate is very big right now, and they have to find where the DPS is coming from. Balls, that's the Morello Nomicon keeping him down. Cock threads the needle and finds the rocket hit. The flash over the wall. All-star special play, but can the team follow through? The shots are coming in. Cock gets one reset. Cock looking for another one. They're going to be coming off the rest of the team, and Curse almost dominating out Cloud9. But wait, Sneaky's having his way with the team, and he comes up huge. Curse is aced.
That's the damage and the late game potential that Cloud9 has been waiting for this entire time. Sneaky somehow doesn't die despite the spectacular flash hook from Xpecial. And now it's all about how much Sneaky and Meteos can get done to Curse's base.
I feel like they can get a lot done. Skittering Frenzy along with Kog'Maw stacked up on pretty much the max attack speed he's going to get with the passive from his Caustic Spittle being leveled up. They have some serious damage here. The lowest timer is 15 seconds, and a Thresh is not going to shut this down. They may stay for some Nexus turret.
How long are they going to stay? It's 20 seconds on front.
Oh, Sneaky's taking shots.
Only so big. They might try to the game.
This is going to be game.
Xpecial's the only one alive. He can't defend.
Unless he can get a double death sentence, double flay. The game is over. The teleport's coming in. What a matchup to end week 9. 44 and a half minutes in. Cloud9 takes down Curse.
There were 55 kills in that 45-minute game.
And I loved every one of them.
An absolute bloodbath.
Wow. I'm covered.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what happened right there. Cloud9 couldn't find the right team fights in the entire game. They finally find the right one at the end, where their tanks are actually focused, Lemon and Balls going down first, and their damage dealers are alive at the end of it. That's what it took. 11-5-7 on Sneaky's Kog'Maw. He was just a pinata for most of the game, but eventually he got enough damage to close this one out. And miraculously, Cloud9 comes from behind and wins.